Welcome one more time, students and parents, so that we are going to start with this feed video tutorial, right? Padre de familia, bienvenidos otra vez a este quinto video tutorial, ¿ok? Y vamos a empezar, right? Join me, let's go. Okay, so that we have here the topic, right? The topic is disaster stories. In Spanish is historias acerca de desastres. Okay, so in this class you are going to learn different aspects about it, right? Vas a aprender cómo hacer historias acerca de desastres, vas a reconocer cómo usar un kit de emergencia y también vas a describir a personas que estuvieron haciendo antes de un desastre. Y al final pues vas a cantar una canción con rimas, right? Okay? So now we are going to go for this activity. Pay attention please here. Disaster stories. Okay, look at this here. We have got, this is a web page, right? In this web page we have, for example, 3 different pictures. Okay, we have 3 pictures here. Y en digamos, en esta descripción que tú ves acá, okay, está describiendo una acción, una situación. Mira por favor acá, Disaster Story by Jelly Bean. Entonces, esta descripción lo está escribiendo Jelly Bean. Quizás podemos aprender un poquito cómo lo hace. For example, look at in the first picture. What are they doing here in the first picture? Yeah, so they are having a picnic, right? But can you identify the natural disaster there? ¿Cuál es el desastre natural ahí? Nice, so we had a forest fire. Yeah? What about, for example, in the second picture here? What are they doing here? ¿Qué están haciendo ellos? Parece como que they're walking, they're dancing. Okay? But can you identify here the disaster here? ¿Cuál es el desastre? Okay, that is a tsunami. Right, very good. For example, look at this here. What are they doing here? Yeah, they are sleeping, right? Okay, so can you identify the disaster here? Parece como un terremoto. En inglés decimos earthquake. Okay, that's right. Now, let's read together, for example, Jelly Bean's description. Right? Okay, so we are going to go for this. I was at the friend's house at the pajama party. We were sleeping on the floor when I felt something. Dice, yo estuve en la casa de un amigo en una pijamada. Estuvimos durmiendo en el piso cuando sentí algo. It was an earthquake. All my friends were sleeping. I was really scared. Era un terremoto, dice. Todos mis amigos estuvieron durmiendo. Yo estuve realmente aterrorizado. I started running around the bedroom. My friends woke up, but they weren't scared. Then, the earthquake stopped and I felt better. Yo comencé a correr, dice, alrededor del cuarto. Mis amigos se despertaron, pero no se aterrorizaron, no estuvieron así. Luego el terremoto se detuvo y me sentí mejor. Okay, according to the Jelly Bean story, what is the correct picture here? Very good. That is the correct picture. Okay? That's right, because that fits according to this text. Okay, my question is, ¿te gustaría hacer, escribir y seguir un orden y cómo ser organizado para hacer composiciones de disaster stories?
¡Excelente!
Similar a lo que hizo Jelly Bean. Okay, now let's do it. Before starting with this, right, so that we have activity 3. Choose a natural disaster. Para empezar, primero tú tienes que elegir un desastre natural, ¿no? Acabamos de ver, hay un montón de desastres que hemos aprendido al principio de esta unidad. For example, earthquake, tsunami, okay, volcanic eruption, flooding, right? So we have a lot of them. Okay, you have to choose one. Elige y tenlo en tu mente. Elige uno. Luego tenemos acá. Write your disaster story. Para escribir la historia de desastre tenemos que considerar estos 3 pasos. Right? Vamos a saber estos 3 pasos. Y nos va a dar una idea cómo escribir.
Tú eliges, Woody.
Okay, so that we have write your disaster story. Say we have where you were, what you were doing, and how you felt. Where you were, dónde estuviste. What you were doing, qué estuviste haciendo. How you felt, cómo te sentiste. So, pay attention, for example, in where you were. I have got, for example, some expression for you. Puedes usar estas expresiones como maqueta que te traje. Por ejemplo, I was at home. Yo estuve en casa, ¿no? I was at school. I was at the supermarket. I was at my friend's home. Estuve en la casa de mi amigo. What about, for example, here? What you were doing here. ¿Qué estuviste haciendo? Acá hay otras opciones. Obviously, you can put other options too. Puedes poner otras opciones extra a estos, ¿no? Por ejemplo, tenemos I was watching TV. Yo estuve mirando televisión. I was taking a shower. Estuve bañándome. I was sleeping. Okay? You can use some of them in order to enrich your composition. And finally, how you felt. ¿Cómo te sentiste? Aquí tengo algunas expresiones. Por ejemplo, I felt worried. Me sentí preocupado. I felt scared, aterrorizado. I felt calm, estaba con calma. O I felt desperate, me sentí desesperado. Ok, don't worry in this part. Tú puedes poner pausa al video y de repente mirar y memorizarte un poco las expresiones para que puedas escribir. Right? Don't worry about it. Pay attention. Now let's write together. Ok, una vez que ya hemos sabido esta parte, vamos a escribir. Yo traje un título, inventé un título. Right? You can use the title whatever you want. Right? For example, we have got here, look at, Earthquake in Iquitos. Terremoto en Iquitos. Entonces, I'm going to put in the logical order, of course, my compositions according to the information I received. ¿Ok? Siempre teniendo en cuenta estos 3 parámetros para poder hacer la composición. Ok, vamos a hacerlo. Pay attention. So we have, I was at my friend's home. We were at the party. Estuvimos en la casa de mi amigo. Y estuvimos en una fiesta. Entonces ahí estoy respondiendo where you were. ¿Dónde estuviste? Continue, sigo pensando, poniendo las ideas. For example here. Yes, I felt something. It was an earthquake. Aquí he sacado estas expresiones de la composición de lo que hizo Jelly Band, right? Entonces de ella saqué un poco ahí y usé esta expresión. Y con eso estoy diciendo how you felt, cómo te sentiste, ¿no? ¿Ok? Y sigo haciendo. I was sleeping. I felt very scared. Entonces aquí digo que estuve durmiendo y me sentí muy aterrorizado. Entonces aquí estoy respondiendo 2 pasos. What you were doing. ¿Qué estuviste haciendo y cómo te sentiste? Aquí está. I was sleeping. I felt very scared. ¿Yeah? Ok. So, y así puedo estar escribiendo con todas las expresiones que aprendí. Puedo agregar, claro, mucho más. Okay, when you finish to this composition about, for example, natural disaster, okay, siguiendo los pasos acá, vengo a reflexionar acá, personalmente. Check your work. Voy a dice chequear mi composición. Por ejemplo, you have to look at these statements here, but each statement has, for example, an item to follow. For example, in the first statement, my ideas are organized in a logical order. Eso quiere decir, mis ideas están organizadas. Lo que estoy escribiendo acá está bien organizado. What about the second statement? My sentences start with capital letters. ¿Estoy usando letras mayúsculas? Verifico en mi composición si estoy usándolas. What about the next? My sentences are correctly punctuated. What is this? Mi puntuación están correctas, o sea, con los puntos, las comas, etc. Okay? My words are spelled correctly. What is this? Mis palabras en inglés están bien escritas. Están bien escritas, no me falta una R, una A, una E, etc. Right? Once you finish to check your work, right? When you finish to check your work, so you are going to reflect on it. Y reflexionas personalmente y eliges si estás haciendo bien o mal. Yo voy a poner aquí algo. Pay attention. Ahí está, un tic. Esto quiere decir que mis ideas están organizadas. Estoy organizándolo bien. ¿Ya? Y así personalmente reflexionas sobre estas afirmaciones según tu composición. Yes? Okay. Now, pay attention, for example, in this part. Look at. I'm going to show you a video. Te voy a mostrar un video. Pay attention, please, here.
There are troubling new allegations tonight about that deadly port explosion in Beirut. Sources have told the Guardian newspaper that prior to the blast, dozens of bags of fireworks were being stored in the same warehouse as that stockpile of ammonium nitrate, which acts as an accelerant in a fire. In video from the day of the blast, you can see white flashes, what appear to be fireworks, going off before the massive explosion. A former port worker told the Guardian newspaper he warned for years it was a disaster waiting to happen and says nothing was done.
Okay? Wow. That video was a very dramatic, right? Very dramatic. But so that was an explosion, right? Which happened in Lebanon, right? So my question is, what would you do in such difficult situation? ¿Qué harías en esa situación? Esa explosión ocurrió hace poco, ¿no? En el país del Líbano. Okay, so what happens here when you are involved in this kind of disaster? ¿Qué harías? Te doy una recomendación. ¿Qué te parece tener un kit de emergencia? Primero, mira este kit. ¿Está correcto? ¿Falta algo? For example, we have a backpack here. We have a bottle of water. We have a radio. We have canned food. Right, so that we have here a compass. Right, so that we have here a lantern. And that we have here so the first aid. Right, so we have a lot of different things. Right, what happens, for example, here? Look at this page here. In activity number 1, we have discussed what to include to a team's activity kits with a friend. Tú como joven, tú como ahorita que estás, tienes 11 o 12 años, ¿no? ¿Qué te parece tener un kit de emergencia contra desastres? So, in this case, let's read together, for example, this. In an emergency, your daily routine can change. Dice, en una emergencia tu vida diaria puede cambiar, y es cierto. It's a good idea to have a team's activity kit. Es una buena idea tener, dice, un kit de emergencia. Por ejemplo, a backpack with things to do and share with others. Una mochila con cosas para hacer algo y compartir con los demás. This is very important, right? For example, if you were involved in a disaster, a natural disaster, so you would have opportunity to share for different people, okay, and help them. Entonces, con tu papito y tu mamita vas a hablar acerca de esto. Le vas a preguntar a tu papá o a tu mamá qué tipo de cosas llevarías en tu kit de emergencia. Recuerda, aquí dice, your daily routine can change. Las rutinas pueden cambiar automáticamente con esos desastres y que hay que estar preparado. Right? Okay, that's it. Pay attention, for example, this part. Por favor, conversa eso con tus papás. Right? Okay, pay attention please here. Now we have activity number 2. In activity number 2, so that we have make an informative poster with some friends. Vas a hacer un póster informativo, así como ves acá. El libro nos da un ejemplo, como por ejemplo volcanic eruption, una erupción volcánica, ¿no? Y fíjate acá, el póster tiene 3 cosas, ¿no? Primero, describe las características, characteristics, los efectos, effects, and be prepared, y estar preparado. Así. Now, what do you need? ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? Books about natural disasters, construction paper, paint color pens and glider, right? Dice, libros que no uses acerca de desastres naturales. Construction paper puede ser una cartulina o un objeto, digamos, que te pueda permitir hacer el póster. Y acá pues colores, plumones, no, limpiatipos, gomas. Right? Okay, that's it that you need. What about, for example, instructions? Mira las instrucciones. Choose a natural disaster with your friends. Elige, ¿ya? Un desastre natural. Hay muchos que hemos visto, ¿no? Hemos mencionado, por ejemplo, earthquake, ¿no? Tsunami, flooding, ¿ya? Forest fire, etc. What about, for example, in number 2? Research and write about it to mention its characteristics and effects. Suggest how to be prepared for an emergency. Esto creo que es la parte más importante. Investiga, dice, y escribe mencionando las características, así como está acá. También los efectos, así como está acá. Y dando sugerencias, eso quiere decir cómo estar preparado. Right? Sigue este ejemplo. Okay? In number 3, illustrate and decorate your work. Obviously, okay, you have to put on this project. Dejarle en buena presentación, buenos colores, poner alguna otra cosa ahí que le haga ver bien. And finally, display and present your project. Bueno, y al final, cuando termines, le tomas una foto y me lo mandas por favor como evidencia al CY. Yes? Okay? That's it that we are going to do. Vamos a hacer un informative poster. Un póster informativo. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, for example, something. Yeah? Mira por favor estas personas lo que estaban haciendo antes que ocurriera un desastre natural. En este caso, hurricane. Pay attention. Pero antes, déjame decirte. Stay calm in times of crisis and tell others to relax. Mantén la calma en tiempos de crisis y trata de ayudar a los demás a relajarse. Right? Aquí dice hurricane just ahead. Huracán más adelante. O sea, cuando ves algo así, una situación en riesgo, ya sabes, mantén la calma y ayuda a los demás a relajarse. Yes, it's very important to know about it. Ok, ahora sí, vayamos a ver esas personas y lo que estaban haciendo antes de un desastre natural. Pay attention. Okay, so that we have in activity number 3, we have listen and number the picture. Okay, let's pay attention. For example, the question here. What were they doing before the hurricane here? ¿Qué estuvieron haciendo antes del huracán? Mira, there are a lot of people doing different actions, right? Okay, but what happens here? You are going to listen here different sentences and you have to number according to the action, right? Por ejemplo acá, mira. Okay, they were washing the dishes. She was reading a book, right? Okay, he was painting a house, right? For example, they were collecting fruit. So he was riding on a horse. So So that we have she was playing with the cat, right? For example, look at here. We have a cow here. The cow was eating, right? They were jumping on a rope, right? So that we have got here, for example, a man. The man is driving his tractor. What about here? These guys here, right? Okay, these children were running, and look at the cat, the dogs here. The ducks were swimming. Yeah. Okay. In general, we have a lot of different actions. Entonces, lo que tú tienes que hacer es escuchar, ya, y enumerar a cuál acción se está refiriendo primero. Obviamente que primero viene a ser el número 1. Right? Okay. Listen, please, and put the correct number. Let's listen together.
Track 32. 1. They were running. 2. She was reading a book. 3. He was driving his tractor. 4. They were swimming in the pond. 5. They were jumping rope. 6. They were washing dishes. 7. She was playing with her cat. 8. He was riding his horse. 9. He was painting a wall. 10. They were picking apples. 11. It was eating grass.
Okay, we come back again. Now let's check. Okay, let's check together. For example, here, pay attention. Right? Okay, what is number 1? What is number 1 here? Yes, congratulations. This is number 1. Yeah, okay. They were running here. That's right. What about for number 2? Okay, very good. So that we have number 2 here. This woman, right? For example, the woman was reading a book. Okay? That's right. Very good. Continue to listen. No te olvides que tú puedes poner pausa al audio y escucharlo y enumerar las acciones que faltan. Yes? Okay? That is very easy. Let's go. So now you are going to do this again. Now go for the song. Vamos ahora a cantar. Pay attention. We have here number 4. Listen to the chant and underline the words. Okay, vamos a escuchar una canción con rima. Hurricane. Huracán, ¿no? Bueno, siempre cuando me acuerdo de huracán me acuerdo de los supercampeones, ¿no? Ok, que hicieron huracán en el cielo.
¡Sí! ¡Nuestra nueva táctica aérea! ¡Huracán! ¡En el cielo!
That's right. Okay, so we have red and then we have blue. We have got 2 colors here. 2 colores que nos van a ayudar. No tenemos el rojo, que quiere decir Hurricane Characteristics, que vas a hablar de las características del huracán. Y luego aquí blue dice Suggestion, vas a identificar la sugerencia. ¿Qué es lo que tienes que hacer? Subrayar, underline, de color rojo, los que se refieren a las características del huracán, y color azul, los que se refieren a las sugerencias. Right? Okay, so let's listen together, and while you are listening, so that you are going to pay attention for the rest of the words, and that you are going to figure out what is it, red or blue. Okay, entonces escuchamos por favor. Let's listen together.
Track 33. Hurricane.
Yeah. Hurricane. Here we go.
Be careful, people shout. A hurricane's about, it's more dangerous than before. More destructive, that's for sure. More powerful, there's no doubt. There's a hurricane about. Please remember, don't forget. Don't panic or get upset. Just stay calm and keep it cool, because that's the most important rule. That's the most important rule. Be careful, people shout. A hurricane's about. It's more dangerous than before. More destructive, that's for sure. Yeah. More powerful, there's no doubt. There's a hurricane about. Please remember, don't forget. Don't panic or get upset. Just stay calm and keep you cool, because that's the most important rule. That's the most important rule. That's right. Watch out for the wind. Watch out for the rain.
Okay, we come back again. Yeah. So what about, for example, let's check. What about, for example, in the first paragraph? In the first verbs. Okay, ¿qué subrayaste? Congratulations. So that we have be careful. Other word, other expression? Yes, congratulations. And that we have dangerous. So, let's check, for example, the color. Entonces, el color azul. Bueno, aquí estoy dando una sugerencia. Suggestion. Be careful. Ten cuidado. Esa es una sugerencia. Luego, estoy acá con color rojo. Dangerous. Eso significa una característica del huracán. Dangerous. Peligroso. Right. Ok. Continúa leyendo más y escuchando al mismo tiempo. Y subraya red, hurricane, characteristics, and blue suggestion. Yes? Ok, yo sé que lo puedes hacer bien. Ok, entonces, eso es lo que tenemos que hacer. Entonces, vamos a hacer la última parte, ¿ya? Y nos vemos en otra oportunidad, ¿ya? Ok, let's go.
Volveré.
Okay, parents and students, that's all for this class. So, I hope that you could develop all the activities. Espero que hayas desarrollado muy bien las actividades y por favor me lo mandas como evidencia al CWAT, ¿ya? Y con eso estamos empezando nuestro tercer bimestre, ¿ya? Okay? So, now you have to practice at home and you have to send me the evidences through CWAT, right? Entonces, padres, será hasta otra oportunidad, okay? Thank you very much and thanks for watching. Bye.